Come here. I want you to see something. I want y'all to see something real quick. 5 minutes to say your life. I'm gonna ask these young ladies. Who is this? Do y'all know who this is? Who is it? It's who? What about you? Who's this? Take your mask off so I can hear you. Who's this? Jesus? What do you? Jesus, right? Now, have y'all ever read the Bible before? Who taught you that this was Jesus? Who taught you that this was Jesus? Huh? No, sisters, I want y'all to stay. Stay. Come back. Y'all can spend your money later. Come back. I want y'all to understand. Come here, look at this. Look at this. Give me that revelation. Have y'all ever been taught through the Bible what Jesus looks like? Have you been taught? Come here. I want you to look. Now look at this sign right here, okay? All right? Read what you got. Come here, sis. These two young men. Come here. Bring them here. Bring them here for a minute. You got a minute. I got you. Y'all got a minute, right? Everybody got a minute? Y'all shocked? Y'all had y'all fun? Now let's listen to the word of the Lord. Read. Give me John 1:1.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So, you know why Christ has to be revealed? Because in the last days, you wouldn't know what Christ looks like.
Right.
So, when I ask a young brother or sister if this is Jesus Christ, you're going to give me the answer yes. Why? Because it hasn't been revealed to you yet. Now you're going to learn today what Christ looks like. You understand?
Right.
You understand what's... Stay with him. Stay with him. Tell your mama that you got 1 minute. Oh, tell her she'll be right. Come here, Mom. Come here. Read it again.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So it says the revealing of Christ. Now you're going to learn what Christ looks like, okay? Come on.
Which God gave it to him to show it to his servants. Things which must shortly come to pass.
Get down to the point. Verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So, you understand that? It says Christ had what? What kind of hair did he have? He had what kind of hair? He had woolly hair, right? So, does he have woolly hair or does he have woolly hair? Huh? Which one has woolly hair? This one, right? This one has woolly hair. Watch, listen, come on.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like into fine brass.
So it says his feet like fine brass, right? Do you know what the color of brass looks like? Do you know the color of brass is brown? Right? Who has brown skin? You have brown skin, right? Look at your skin. That's beautiful skin. That's brown skin.
Right.
Your Messiah has that skin. Christ has that skin. Read on.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So, you ever burnt something and got in trouble for it? You ever burnt something? You ever seen something that was burnt, fire or wood? You ever seen it burnt? Isn't it black? Isn't it black? Yes, right? So Christ looks like more like this. Christ looks like you.
Right.
You look like Christ.
Right.
That's right.
This is not your Christ. Your Christ is a black man. Did you know your Christ was a black man? Did you know that, sister? Did you know that, young man? Did you know your Christ was a black man? Now, I want you to say it on the mic. Christ is black. Come here. Say it on the mic. Say it on the mic with confidence. Christ is a black man. Okay, your Messiah is black. This is not your Messiah. This is not what he looks like.
That's right.
This is grade school Bible 101. Y'all should be learning this. Do they go to church on Sunday? You take them to church on Sunday? And they haven't taught them that Christ was a black man? You don't think that their God needs to look like them? They need to know that? You know why we've done that? We failed them. Hey brother, how you doing? You see these young children? You got one growing up. Are you going to teach them what their Messiah looks like? Are you going to teach them the reason why they don't know what Christ looks like and this is being perpetuated throughout the world? What does Christ look like? He looks like us, right? So now that you know that he looks like us, what are you going to do with that information? How is it valuable to you? I'm going to show you. I want you to come. I want to show you something because you got to understand what your nationality is.
Right.
Your nation, what nation you come from, and why are we in the condition we're in? The condition we're in is not because you know that Christ is a black man. It's not because that you might know that you're an Israelite. We knew that we were Israelites then, and we still got put into captivity, right? So, This is why we're suffering. Come on.
The book of Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 2.
Bring it up.
But your iniquities have separated between you and your God.
You see why we're disconnected from our source of life? Because of our sin. The sin that we're in has done what? If you take the plug out of the wall, is that light on? So that light can't shine, right? That's the same thing that happens when we're in the midst of sin, when it deals with God. Right? Read it again.
But your iniquities have separated between you and your God.
And you might not know what iniquity is, right? You might not know what sin is, right? Give me that in 1 John 3. The Bible is easy to be understood when you allow yourself to be taught. Right? Come on. 1 John 3 and 4.
Bring it out.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committed sin,
you see that? So it's going to tell you whoever commits sin, come on,
transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
So sin, iniquity, is the transgression of God's law.
Right.
Right? So does that mean that we're allowed to do what we want to do today? The things that's being shown on TV, that's being perpetuated, are we to partake in that? Why?
From the tribe of Judah too, huh?
Because we're separate. Give me Leviticus chapter 20, 26. We're supposed to be a separate people.
That's right.
A holy people, a righteous people before the Most High God. We're supposed to be teaching these nations how to rule and right. We're supposed to rule in righteousness.
Right.
Right? Come on.
The book of Leviticus chapter 20 verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me.
We're supposed to be what?
Holy unto me. For I, the Lord, am holy, and have served you from other people.
He have done what?
And have served you from other people.
So severed, right? If you sever something, right? If you had to get your leg amputated, severed, it's doing what? It's cut off, right? He cut us off from other nations.
Right.
Why? He wanted to deal with us specifically.
Right.
Why? He just told you. Read that first part.
And ye shall be holy unto me, for I am the Lord, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have served you from other people.
So the reason why he did that was he wanted us to be holy. Give me Exodus 19 and 6. He wanted us to be holy. There's a reason why we're holy. Are you mad because God chose you? Should you be mad about that? Should you be mad that God chose you? No, right? Because if you look at the society today, do you think that we are chosen people by God? But whose fault is that? That's our fault. So what do we have to do, black man? What must we do? We got to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of God.
Right.
To rule our households, to build this nation. It's not going to happen just by us knowing that we're Israel.
Right.
Come on.
The book of Exodus chapter 19 and verse 16. And it came to pass.
19 and 6.
In verse 6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
You see that? We were created to be a kingdom of priests, not Negroes, not niggas, not Spics, not Hispanics. We were to be a kingdom of priests. Come on.
And holy nation.
And a holy nation. Are we a holy nation today? Who leads in abortions? We do. Our women. They lead in abortions. Is that a holy thing? There's nothing holy about that.
Right.
How can we rule a nation and our women are separate from the men? The men are leaving their children all over the place. How can we rule a nation like that? The beginning of a nation starts with what? The beginning of a nation starts with what? What's your name?
My name's Sylvester.
Sylvester, what's your name? Sean. What does the beginning of a nation start with? It starts with family.
Right.
It starts with family. A man and a woman coming together. That's the beginning of a nation. That's the beginning. Read. What you had? Read.
These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
So, I gotta ask y'all something. Are y'all ready to walk in Christ? Y'all ready to walk in the Spirit of Christ? You are, right? I hope we all are. Let's start with this. Give me 1 Corinthians 11. Let's start with this. Because I said the beginning of a nation is family, right? So that starts with leadership. Who runs the house? Who rules the household? It starts there. Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3.
Get up.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So we understand that the head of every man is Christ, right? Christ is our head, right? Come on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Young man right here, you don't know Israel, but his girl knows.
Yes, sir. Hey, come on, sis. Hey, how you doing, bro? What's your name?
Israel.
How you doing, Daniel? Hey, sis. Hey, pay attention. We going over something real good right now. So we understand that the head of every man is who? Is Christ, right? And it says what?
And the head of the woman is the man.
So now it tells you that the head of the woman is who? Who? Say it loud. Don't be scared to say it. The man.
That's right.
Dan, the head of the woman is who? The man. You ever heard the term, who wears the pants in this house?
Bring it out.
Why? Because the man wears the pants.
Right.
The man wears the pants.
Right.
That's your measure of rulership, right? Now, let's get this part. Come on.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God. Come on.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered.
Stop. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to what just got said. Read. Read it again.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonor his head.
So who's the man's head? Who's the man's head? We just read. The head of every man is Christ. So he said, if you have your head covered, as the scriptures is being read, you dishonor who? Christ. So, what should you do to show forth fruit of repentance right now?
If I was praying or prophesying, then
Prophesying means the words are coming out. So prophecy is coming out, right? Right now.
If I was prophesying.
No, it doesn't say if you was. Prophecy is coming out, right? So what should you do if your head is covered? Do you see any one of these men over here with their head covered? Take it off. That pays homage. Pay homage to Christ. Take your hat off. Think about this. I want y'all to understand this. When you go into a courtroom, right? Can you wear your hat in the courtroom? You take your hat off. This is court.
We used to scream black power while Oram was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.